But I had to say good morning. Good morning, everybody. We are live now. What I do is play that intro and I let it play while we kind of talk sometimes. And of course, yeah, hey, we pulled it again. Lon caught it. We was not live for a few seconds there, guys.
Man, it was a
Welcome
good,
everybody.
great start, guys. Sorry you
Yeah,
missed
Oh,
great
you
it.
start.
missed it. It was
Yeah,
awesome. You're never
One of
going
the
to duplicate it.
one
it's
of the
World's
best
downhill
greatest
from
shows.
beginning.
here. You could just
One of the best
probably
shows
stop
you'll ever
watching
see,
now.
guys. You missed the first 3 minutes of it. Now, hey, happy
Oh, you
Mother's Day to
missed.
everybody.
Oh,
Of course, Lon, we'll go back. Lon, it was your birthday. Happy birthday. Hope you had a great week there. Say, Lon, look, I even called Lon, and Lon, like he dropped the phone on me. He's like, "Why are you calling me for my birthday?" No, he's sitting in the office. I was thinking it was that afternoon. I said, "Oh, we got to call Lon for his birthday."
yeah.
But hey, yeah, and thank Rodney for their stream, and Dennis for his stream, and Chris Hope. Uh, but no, hey, John, wish Miss Colleen there a happy Mother's Day. I know you
Yeah,
taking care of it today.
I'm gonna
You
spoil her
cooking
today, just like every day.
like
Just
every. Oh,
yeah.
she must not be up yet.
No, she's up. She's up. Yeah,
No.
I made her breakfast already. Made her coffee. So
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
spoiling.
Barkley's in the house.
Well,
Morning, Barkley. He
Let's see
might be
what
right outside your door.
Barkley wants to know: is there a way to make Lon's image smaller?
yeah, I can move it away. There, how's this?
Oh, that Barkley. Captain
There's that
Ray,
better?
John Bonifant, welcome in. Mr. Ken Hoffbauer, Ron Johnson. Ron got some nice stickers from Ron yesterday. So we'll be giving those in our sticker packs. So yeah. But do want to wish everybody, all the mothers, happy Mother's Day. Hey, get out there and enjoy today. Family time. Spend some family time if you can. What else here? Steve Genesis, welcome in. Well, Lon, I know Tuesday supposed to be today or
hmm
D-Day. So where are we headed with this Mavic 4? We got to talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it much because me and Mr. Flynn's we're boycotting the Mavic 4. So no,
Oh, really?
Board's not really the word.
we're not really boycotting. Just so many. It's been so many leaks and shows dedicated to it and all that. But now, Lon, where are we saying? What do you think as of today?
Well, it's coming out. I mean, that's not in, I don't think that's in question, although I've heard people question it. It's coming out. It's, you know, the way it looks right now, it's probably not going to be available in the US right away.
Yeah,
Okay. That's the general feeling. Um, but it's coming out. That's not in question. That part, you know, like I keep telling people, we're not the entire world. You know what I'm saying? Just because something's going on in the US doesn't mean international companies just stop operating. You know what I mean? Like, oh, there's something going on in the US. Okay, pack it up, boys.
right.
You know, yeah, they're still going to come out and, we'll see how it goes. You know, the main thing is that the creator package isn't coming out right away. That's a general rumor that's going around that they're just going to come out with the Flymore combo with the RC2 instead of the RC Pro 2, which
That
is a
sucks.
bummer as far as I'm
That
concerned.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, because RC Pro 2 is all I care about, to be honest with you. I could have just kept my Air 3S and just got the RC Pro 2 and probably been 90% happy.
So, Lon, is this more of a? I mean, I know we all know about the tariffs, but is this more of a shipping problem than the tariff stuff? I mean, is it kind of a combination of both? I mean, what do you think?
No, that's the way to put it. In my opinion, I believe it's a perfect storm. You know what I mean? Where holy crap, what else can they do? Oops, to make it more difficult for us to get a drone. And,
Right.
in this country, you know what I mean? Between the shipping issues and the customs issues
Right.
and, then the tariffs and they add the tariff and they're trying to ban DJI and
Right.
then the situation where they can't be used for, search and rescue or first responders, and then they can't be used for federal use, and they can't be this, and they can't be that, and it's like all the little municipalities trying to make it illegal to fly drones, and it's just like yeesh. It's an uphill climb every step. You know what I mean?
It is, and you know what, Lon? It's funny because yesterday we're out here balling crawfish, and of course my son-in-law is a police officer, so a couple of guys patrol. They stop by and they bullshitting with us. So young man, very nice young man, starts. I mean, Craig tells him, I'm in the drones and all. So he and I know they have a couple. They have no DJI drones here. They got two little. I don't even know what they are. But anyway, now he's telling me about this other company. It's built in, I don't know, somewhere. And it's, but what's going to happen, what I'm trying to make a point, I think all these little companies, there are a couple companies maybe making some drones, but these police departments and first responders are going to end up with about 7, 8 different kind of brands or different things. And they're just not going to, they're not going to have the best equipment. That's for sure. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then they're going to realize at some point, they're going to have to either buy all this stuff all over again. Lon, you've been there through the FPV craze. I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you started off analog, like right now, even, you would automatically go to digital. So I ain't saying the money you wasted on analog, but same thing. Some of these little departments, they may pick up just anything to fly, but then eventually they're going to realize, hey, this is just not the best equipment, So I don't know. It like you said, it's a perfect storm, and it's a shame that it's happening. I mean, I wish they would just say, hey, you know what? This is what it's going to be. And then, like you said, hey, you make the choice. You don't have to buy it, but let it put it on you. You know what I mean? Let's see. Barkley is saying Connecticut just passed a law limiting drone use, or they think it will, but we know better. Oh, yeah. Well, Ray, good morning.
Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, John. Good morning, Lon.
Morning.
Everybody in the chat.
Josh, welcome in. Mr. Joe Photo Leo finally crawled out of bed. I see he's up in here. He's let's see, Brad Austin, welcome in. Philip Koshat is up and about.
Morning, Phil.
But
Joe props off.
It's kind of weird. And like you said, it's it's crazy. Yeah, the drones coming out. I mean, we think of. Hey, we're not the only people that buy drones in the U.S. So
Exactly. That's what I mean. You hear it all the time from like quote unquote influencers going, "Oh, this is the end for DJI," and this is that. I'm like, yeah, no. It's like they said that about Huawei. Huawei still putting along. It's at any rate, yeah, and it's too bad. It really is, because it's a hell of a drone. It's a hell of a platform, and nobody's missing out but us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're harming DJI to an extent, sure. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's not like they're going to go out of business. It's not like they're going to be closing their factories or anything like that. So,
yeah,
nobody's getting harmed here, but
well, you know what? If you go back a couple months, it seems like everything was out of stock. You kind of wonder, say, okay, well, they just said, I don't say they said screw it, but till they maybe work something out, then all of a sudden it kind of went back in stock, some of the items. And then last week, as far as I think one day last week, the Air 3S was in stock and stuff, but then now it says it's out of stock again. So I don't know, it's kind of like, they're being, maybe they thought they had some stuff worked out. And I know some people said they thought the drones were in the U.S. and all, but personally, I don't think they're in the U.S. That's just my personal opinion, because I think you would be able to get Air 3Ss and stuff if but hey, right. I don't know what to think about it now,
Right. Well, last I checked, the Air 3S was in stock. I
think
all you could get was the Fly More combo.
Yeah, huh? If you tried to add it to the cart, I thought yesterday or the day before again, it said that it was not, but I don't know, Barkley, do they have the Neo Fly More combo? Michael Blay, welcome in. Nightbot is in. Let's see. Brad says my Best Buy in the West End of Richmond doesn't have. Yeah, so the Best Buy, same way here. I think you could probably still buy a Spark in my Best Buy. So, I don't know. Somebody, and of course that was on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, or either Facebook. Somebody said that Best Buy was dropping DJI was dropping Best Buy or whatever. So I don't know. I ain't really saw
right.
Official on that.
Well, it's a stock thing. they were getting some trickled in. Like Drone Nerds is a distributor for DJI, and they got like a pallet. A few, a few of the distributors got some in,
Right.
and Adorama had some in, for example, for a minute there.
Chris.
Oh,
Hey, Chris. Good morning.
they're kind of getting them into the country slowly but surely. But, aside from the tariffs, just getting them into the country has been a pain in the butt. And I think they had to give up on DHL. I think DHL gave up, or they gave up on DHL and they went back to FedEx, but I'm not sure about that. There was a rumor going around they were going to give up on DHL and go to FedEx because DHL is struggling so hard.
I don't know. Lon is Lon. I saw him riding in the Cybertruck yesterday or something. So I don't know what the hell. Where is he at now, Brad?
Who, me?
Yeah, wasn't you riding in a Cybertruck last night?
No, that's a funny story, actually. I got a mystery car. I went mystery car with budget, and it was like 3 days for $85 out the door.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, right? So I pull up and I get there, and the guy gives me a Pacifica, a minivan.
Oh,
You know what? That damn thing's comfortable, son.
They're big.
I wouldn't want to own one, but holy crap, it's
Like
comfortable as hell. Yeah,
Mr.
big
Hope,
old.
what's up, Mr. Hope?
Not much, Johnny. How are y'all this morning? John,
Oh, we
Ray?
good.
Good.
Just hanging out.
Good, Chris.
Cool.
Chris,
Cool
what
hand.
got
How are you
planned-
doing?
What you got planned for Mother's Day here, brother?
Fish fry, 5:00.
Fish fry.
Nice.
Yeah, we did some crawfish yesterday. They were good. I tell you, they starting to. It won't be long before they getting hard here, so they'll be ending.
You had a great stream this morning, Chris. Nice tour. Nice flight.
Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, and it sounds like you had a great fishing trip too.
We had a good time. We didn't catch
welcome in,
limit,
Tom.
but we caught enough to make the grease stink, as they say.
Brad.
Y'all talking about drones and getting United States stuff. And I seen Barkley something about Best Buy hasn't the two of the drones.
Hey, Jeremy. How you doing?
Chris, you breaking up.
Yeah,
I don't know. You breaking up bad. I don't know. If y'all did anybody?
Yeah, he was breaking up.
Josh, welcome in. Who else? Jeremy, welcome in. B-Rad. Max Headroom walked in, Joe said.
That's
Hey,
Got a quick-
from the past.
Good morning.
Mr. Flynn,
Can y'all hear me now?
How's
Yeah.
the sim treating you there, Mr. Flynn?
I've been on the sim since that night we were on, Johnny. Actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I actually didn't fly yesterday. It was pretty windy, but I flew night before. And it's funny. I go to the my spot where it's nice and wide open.
Yeah.
There's nobody there, and within 5 minutes of me being there, all these people show up. Walking the dogs and walking out on the field, and kids running around throwing frisbees and everything. So I had to dodge them a little bit. Managed to get a couple batteries in and just work on
Uncle
stick
Bill,
time.
welcome in. Yeah, that's like I tell Joe when we go to that park over there I like to fly the FPV. I mean, it's good. Of course, we don't go to Lighthouse or something. I told Joe I'm bringing some damn no children allowed on playgrounds.
Yeah.
'Cause you,
Yeah.
that's all the little kids that don't go to work, and I'll call them the tennis moms. They're hanging out at the tennis court there.
Right. Yeah. It's funny how that happens, though. It's just it's not the first time that's happened where it's been like completely empty. And I'm like,
Let's see.
oh,
Ron says that Carbon will handle the wind. Have you flown it yet? I don't think he's quite, but John, hey, I'll tell you what, I was watching you fly in a sim. So man, yeah, I think you're ready, John, but hey,
I'm a lot braver. I'm a lot braver in the sim than I am in real life.
well, yeah, hey, go at your own pace.
I wonder why.
I crash a lot in the
Hey,
sim too, and it doesn't hurt at all.
Get your spot and try. That's all. I don't know. It's you got to go at your own pace. That's what I liked about Rodney. He just got out there by that church parking lot and nobody bothered him. He just kind of learned on his own, no pressure, and I think that's what's good about it.
Right.
Hey, Tony. Good morning.
One
I
day
had
I'll surprise you.
I had my son-in-law
Only-
right here.
only-
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, the only advice I can give John is get you some altitude, way
Yeah.
up there,
Yeah.
and then learn the sticks. Then the rest of it comes pretty easy after that.
Yep. I always start out high and then, progressively get closer. Get a little more confidence.
Altitude, it makes for epic crashes too.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you build your speed up a little bit there.
Yeah. Now talking about, it's funny because you mentioned the word crash, and he comes in here. I'm just saying.
I mean, I hate to say it.
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
I like Kenny.
It's just saying, butthole.
Kenny says, get your postage stamp ready when you fly the Carbon and have Joe's address on standby. That's probably true.
Hey, John, you might be the first guy to never crash.
Oh, no. I have no illusions of that. No illusions.
John came up with a new trick. Did a little army roll in his Zavada.
Yeah.
Like, daggone. You did that.
I thought, hey, I haven't seen that before. I'll give that a try.
Yeah. Why not? Why not throw a little something in the repertoire?
That's right.
Hey, Captain Ray was flying my Neo out at the meetup. He was.
Yeah, you got me hooked, Johnny. You got me hooked.
Captain Ray has a Neo.
Yeah,
you got me hooked. You got me hooked.
All right.
There it is. Ray,
You like that, Ray?
I haven't flown it yet, but yeah, I think I'm gonna like it. Yeah.
We were flying it. The kids were doing. Ellie had it yesterday. My granddaughter. She was doing a little selfies and dronies with it. She trying to catch it with her hand in the cast. I said, Ellie, at least you use your good hand. You're gonna drop the she's trying to catch it right over the crawfish pot, basically.
Yep.
Now that is a neat little drone. I'll tell you what, it's fun.
It's gonna be fun.
It really is.
I had a problem though when I ordered it. I found it at Burger Brothers Camera. I had to find it in a camera store, and it's in Syosset, about 50 minutes away. And I put the order in online, free shipping, and the guy called, the owner of the company calls me like at 8:00 at night. He says, "This Ray Kelly?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Listen, we're having a problem with your credit card here." He says, "Doesn't match your shipping address." I said, "Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah, I'm up in New York now." So he says, "I'd have to change it, and I need your credit card number again." I says, "No, that ain't happening."
Right.
I says, I'm a little upset, but to make a long story short, he sounded legit, and I was going into Syosset anyway. I says, "I'll come in and get it if you hold it for me. I'll come in and get it."
Right.
So I went in
That's
and picked
good.
it up.
That's good.
And it turned out he was a good guy. He was.
Did they have any other drones, right? Or was that? I mean,
They had the Mini 2, DJI Mini 2 in the case, and then they were trying to sell me an Autel Lite Plus.
yeah, that's what you were saying. John,
You didn't jump on it?
Yeah.
John just sold his.
I would have jumped on it with both feet, shoes on, boots.
I sold mine this week.
And it's funny, Lon. He's a distributor, and he didn't know about the release on the 13th. He did not know about it.
Yeah, well, he might not. He might get them like after. I don't mean after the fact, but maybe.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I can see it right now. The phone call. Yes, Mr. Ray. Is this Mr. Ray? Yeah, I need your credit card number over the phone right now.
My name
Let me
is
get
Chris.
that for you. Like,
Hello.
My name is Bob. Not my name.
My name is Bob.
My name is
Hello,
Bob.
Mr. Ray.
My name's Ray.
Name is John Smith. I need a credit card number. Or maybe some Google Play cards.
You should have let Rob Kamada just go up there and pick it up for you, Ray. That's what you should have done.
Yeah, no, he was busy. I reached out to him, but he was busy yesterday. Day.
Nick, welcome in. Nick won the. Nick, I got your shirt. Nick won the shirt the other night on the show. Got it out to you.
How you doing, Nick? Good morning.
Man, I was flying. Today, it still amazes me the footage coming off that thing. I've never got another drone. Yeah, hey, Air 3 is great. Air 3S is great. All the drones are great. Hey, you don't have to wig out about getting a new drone, but it's just like Lon said, that you just wish that it was available, that you make the decision, and you know that DJI is not banned, but they sure are.
It might as well be.
They might as
It
well.
feels like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got everything. I mean, like everything is kind of against them, and you know, I don't know what it is. You know.
I almost prefer them being banned. Then I know what's going on.
Well, yeah, that's what I say. You're right. Yeah.
I know what I'd have to do.
Right.
You're
Absolutely.
happy, it would be up in the air. I could just drive to Canada, go pick one up, and call it good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
I wouldn't
think
even-
Canada's going to be very busy. Those dealers up in Canada by the U.S. line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony's got the solution. He just fly Venice drones. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Vintage.
No.
Vintage.
Well,
And vintage is the Air 3, the way drones go.
yeah.
I'm flying a relic in.
You know?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's see, Michael Blade. I went flying yesterday. Met a 12-year-old kid, a really interesting stone, and asked if I had an extra to give him. I wish I did. All right. Yeah.
You know, the other night in the chat, Stevie Bronx was not kidding around about getting on a plane. He ended up flying up to Providence and meeting up with Mark Fisher.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He met up with him yesterday.
Yeah. Mark's birthday was yesterday, actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think Mark turned 4'9" yesterday.
Like you got room to talk.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh, you took Johnny off now. He left.
Oh, he's mad. He's going to go back into his hobbit hole. Oh, he's back.
Hey, Johnny, I
Get
know
some more
Captain
coffee
Joe's
stones
usually a
growth tomorrow.
regular. If Captain
You
Joe
what?
wants to come in, we'll
Who's
be
that?
out.
Who's that? Ray?
Captain Joe, he's in the chat now. Good morning, Captain Joe.
Oh, he's sleeping. He ain't on
What's up,
camp
Joe?
yet.
He's still in makeup.
Joe's in makeup. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I thought Johnny was going to get his precious.
I got Precious right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
My
He went-
precious fruity phone.
He had to go.
No,
He had to go
man.
collect his toll from the troll bridge.
Oh, hey. I think-
Yeah, you know, Chris, you said that, but Ron Brown actually has a toll booth going to his little island where he lives.
Oh, really?
Yes, you have to pay a toll.
Sure he does.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's why he don't
In New
want no
Jersey,
more.
of course.
Ain't no
I got
toll booths
the bill
here.
yesterday, day before he sent me a picture of it, but I last 3 years I haven't got one, so I just I guess they're charging me and Scotty. That's what it is.
Having Scotty pay yours.
Onyx FPV, welcome in.
Onyx, that's Jimmy Dean. What up, Jimmy?
That's a good one, Tony.
Hey, Laura.
If Laura was here, let me just tell you what she would say. She said, "Shut up, Joe."
Mhm. Shout out, Joe.
Yeah.
She tells Captain Joe to shut up all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet New Jersey would put a toll on your front door if they could get away with it.
You're probably right, Lon.
Get in and out of your house. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find your
You know, for
bathroom
all those
door.
years, you got to give Jersey credit. Because the
You put a
gas
quarter
was
in
so
it to let the
cheap.
gate open, and then you get your quarter back, like at Aldi's when you leave.
Yeah.
What was that, Ray?
No, the gas used to be so cheap in Jersey that they always had the taxes down on gas. But, you know, in the past few years, they've come up quite a bit.
Do they still let you? Or do they let you
Cheap.
pump your gas in New
What's
Jersey?
cheap,
or-
Ray?
No, as far as I know, you're not allowed. You're right, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to pump it for you, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Haven't been New Jersey.
What
in a
fun.
while.
Full service.
They
Yeah.
can't get people to serve food in restaurants and working places, and they got people to pump gas. Actually, today, think about that. You know.
Crazy.
No.
It's kind of ironic.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you, yeah. Well, you know what? I know I owned a Chevron station for about 15 years, and I tell you what, you'd be surprised how many people drive off with the nozzle in their tank And those things at the time were about, I don't know, it cost you about, it's a quick connect coupling, but of course it would mess a nozzle up. And that was about $140 every time somebody did it.
Man.
You know? And I would
That
say it
sounds
probably
cheap.
happened, I don't know, it probably happened 7, 8 times a year, I would say.
Dang.
Yeah.
Cost me $1,000 a year for somebody coming in and get $20 worth of gas.
You know, yeah, it's crazy. People are so, you know, especially with the phones and stuff now, they just, man, they stick it in, they finish the thing, they just drive off and it's dragging down the road.
Giggity. Giggity.
Does it disconnect it at the, like up high at the pump?
Up high, yeah, it's got a quick
high there?
connect, you know.
Mhm.
But sometimes it would mess that up or kink the hose. I mean, sometimes you had
I've seen that online before, but I've never seen that in real life. But I've seen it. Car
Yeah.
driving down the road, you know, like a short put a gas pump hanging out.
You know when I started pumping gas, guys? 7 years old. I used to go to work with my father. He worked in a
Wow.
gas station. Yep. In the Bronx. In the Bronx, Rob. In the Bronx.
The
Jimmy
Bronx.
was asking about the little V copter. Yeah, the V copter. You seen another? I think Rick Smith did a review yesterday, and it's starting to be a few more reviews. I don't know the way they're linking them. I mean, I guess releasing them. They telling the guys when to release those videos. So
Have they said an
Rick
actual
Smith?
Rick got one.
He still has a channel? I had no idea. Drone Valley, right?
Yeah, Drone Valley. He did it. It popped up last night.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know he still had a
I haven't
channel.
seen Rick in a long time, actually.
Jeez, I haven't seen Rick Smith in forever.
Yeah, he had. I mean, they really. Yeah. Well, they don't do as much as they used to, but he still seems to get the drones. You know.
Good morning, Russ. How you doing?
Do they have a date set yet for the V-Copter release?
It just says June. I mean, you know,
June.
I'm sure you're gonna have some people on June the 2nd, you know, bitching. But I mean, it says June. I mean, June can
Right.
mean June the 1st or June the 30th, but it probably mean June probably means July or August. That's just my personal.
Right.
Could be. Could be.
Yeah, their track record, you know, if their track record's anything to measure by.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least they did say June, so hey, you know, they give themselves a little time. I mean,
Yeah, they got smart.
yeah.
They got smart.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see about that one.
Johnny Ray was upset with me for wearing a Johnny Ray. No, come on. Ray wouldn't.
I picked on him as soon as he showed up to fly with me. I says, "Oh man, look at this! You got a Johnny Drone Fly hat on. You never wear the Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly hat."
Boy, hey, he's never gonna wear a hat again the rest of his flying time. Hey, Barkley, where you at? Last Sunday you was over here. I mean, flying that little cheap ass drone you have.
She could.
Yeah, yeah, it's cheap, all right.
That
Man,
was
you got it
great
off.
when he showed up.
That
That
thing
was
was
so
You got it off
cool.
Timu.
that thing is a beast. I gotta say, man, just picking it up, it's like it wonder it gets off the ground. It's so heavy, you know. What a beast.
Yeah.
Thing was huge.
It is. Yeah,
The lights and speaker and everything on it. Does it have a mic on it too that he could hear you?
I think he could.
Yeah,
No?
because I remember he said Johnny Drone Flyer, and you're like, no, this ain't Johnny. And he said, oh, sorry, wrong address. I was like,
Yeah,
I didn't know if that was a coincidence or if he could actually hear you.
that's a good question. Yeah, because he did answer me. You're right.
Yeah, Barkley, answer that. That's
Barkley.
interesting.
Yeah,
I never
let's
heard
go
that
that, Barkley.
joke.
I can
don't know
answer it.
about
Hold
that.
on.
Lon knows. Lon would know the answer to
I would
that.
think that it does. I mean, because you're right. The minute I said I wasn't,
Let me ask Billy Kyle.
I'd have to sell my firstborn to get. Nope, he said no.
Nope, no mic.
No, it
Okay.
doesn't. Okay, no mic.
Maybe
So
he
that was a
around-
coincidence.
Yeah, Billy says no too. I'm like, no, because how would you be able to hear anything? The noise behind the noise of the drone.
That was kind of a concern of mine. But it was just weird because, you know, Johnny kind of answered Barkley and Barkley answered back. So it was just coincidence then. you
Maybe
know?
he was
Read
right
his
around-
lips or
Barkley's
guesstimated what he was
psychic.
saying.
he was
Yeah,
right
maybe.
around the corner. He was right around the corner of the house listening, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, the
He's watching
whir
you.
of the props, like
He
that would
watching
cancel
you.
out a lot of noise, even 15, 20 feet away, you know?
Oh yeah, it was close. It was like
He
right
was-
here underneath.
He was
Right.
watching you. He was watching your YouTube stream.
He was. He could have. He could.
Oh, there you
Look it over
go.
your shoulder.
Hey, good morning, Angel.
Oh, Johnny shook his head. He said.
Hey, Lon, you were saying earlier about that Chrysler Pacifica. I've had one. I've rented one of those before. They're comfortable, right?
It's comfortable. I had to wait for Billy's flight got delayed. Some jackass had to had an emergency landing with his private jet and held up Billy's flight. So I had to wait for him for like 3-4 hours, so 5 hours almost.
Oh my God.
And yeah, so but I tell you what, if you got to wait for somebody in a vehicle, you can't go wrong with that Pacifica. Well, I tell you what, I think it's comfortable as hell. The
I mean,
seats
I
are
used to
reclined
drive
pretty much all the way back too.
Yeah. So
Where
yeah,
was the
they're
emergency
very
landing?
comfortable.
Where, Lon? Where was that?
Oh, in Philadelphia.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, some guy had to make an emergency landing and it held up, everybody's plane and whatnot because they had to tow him off the field and yada yada yada.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, big old mess. So it, held up his flight, a couple hours or whatever. So
At least it wasn't Newark. He'd probably still be
Newark, dude. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about visiting Billy, but I got to fly into Newark. That shit's postponed.
Yeah.
Until they get their shit together, I'm going to have to take a different airline. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Because
good
I'm not
morning,
flying
Ronnie.
into Newark.
I never flew into that airport. I've never been there.
It's a mess anyway. It's
I've never
like
been to
one of
Jersey.
the worst airports ever,
That's
as
what
far
we
as I'm
flew in
concerned.
when we went to Italy. We went to Newark from New Orleans to Newark.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's up,
Big up.
Lon, Angel, Ray,
What's up?
in here? What's up, JoJo? Fix stuff. Happy mothers to all you mothers. Art, welcome in. Art.
Oh shit! It's Mother's Day.
All right.
Art.
Yeah.
Hey, Lon,
right,
you had the Art sing happy birthday to you too.
Did he?
Oh,
I heard that.
You
I
didn't see
haven't seen it.
What? Yeah.
Hey, Lon, how old are you now?
60.
No.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Oh,
really?
yeah.
He is
60.
He wouldn't lie.
Yeah, I was born on Mother's Day in 1965.
Wow.
Really? Oh man, you're looking good.
It's so
For
funny
60.
because, yeah. Well, thanks, I guess. Quit hitting on me, Ray. You're telling you no, buddy. It's not going to happen. You can wave all the iPhones at me you want. I'm still not going to go out with you.
Rob Mata, thank you, brother. Yeah, Lon, yeah, 60 years old. It's a new. Man Mob says 60 is a new 50, Lon.
Oh, is it now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think 60 is the new 80.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think 60 is like the new 90.
I was going to try to fix you up with a 40-year-old, but you might be too old for her now.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Chris, you going? Chris popped off.
Johnny, get your bird up in the air yet?
Huh?
You get that bird up in the air yet? Programmed?
No, we
Not
haven't
yet.
dealt with it, Joe.
I got one rebuilt yesterday. Sorry.
Oh, did you?
Yes, our
Nice.
Quad Mafia prototype frame. And it was all, for the most part, built, but I was having some desync issues on one motor and tried some things, and I'm still doing this. I put 6S motors on it. It was still doing it. So I said, okay, I guess it's the ESC. So put a new stack in it. I got to program it myself probably this morning and see how she goes.
Let's see here.
The
All
maiden
right.
flight's always interesting, right, Joe?
It can be, yeah. I mean, I have flown it, but not, like I said, new stack, 6S instead of 4S. So yeah, it'll be.
Here you go, guys.
Here we go.
Lon Denard. Yes, he's a really good drone pilot. He is out of Grand
That's
Rapids, Michigan.
Good
Yeah,
drone
he's a
pilot.
really cool guy. He's a cool guy. Well, you want to sing him happy birthday? Sure, I would love to. Good. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lon. Happy birthday to you.
There you go, Lon.
You ever wish you died before your birthday? You ever like something happened, you go, man, why'd I have to make it? I could have died a couple weeks ago and avoided this.
Oh,
Hey, this guy, I think this guy wants to sing "Happy Birthday" to you now.
Oh, hell no.
Oh,
Not
hell
saying,
to the
not
no.
saying that.
Hey,
Who,
Joe.
Choppy Chopperton over here?
Chopperton.
Joe Hand Catch? America? Hamburger Joe?
Funny point, that would have been the first time I ever tried the hand catch, though.
No, he didn't try to hand catch. He tried to arm catch.
Arm catch.
Yeah.
Healing up good,
Landed
Joe.
on my forearm.
Let's see it, Joe.
He's showing.
Looks a lot better.
Still looks pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
that needs to be amputated.
Wait, we talking about that thing above the shoulders or his arm?
No, we're talking about the arm right now. We'll look at that other wound later. What did DJI tell you so far, Joe?
Joe,
They told me to
I'm
wait.
gonna ask Scotty for a minute while Joe's getting some coffee. What's up, Scotty?
Yeah,
I
they told
heard you
to
need
wait,
me to come sing happy birthday to Lon. So
Yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
Jesus Christ, I'm out of here.
happy birthday to you.
I'm going to hang my
Happy
goddamn
birthday.
self. May 7th next year, I'm done. I'm going to jump off a bridge or something.
I can't stay. I was just lurking, listening.
What's up, Scotty?
I'm putting up Morgan right now.
We were just going to start talking about you, Scott.
I was
Yeah,
wondering if
just
y'all were
in
doing
time.
that.
What are you doing?
That jackass, oh, I mean, oh, hey, Scott.
Hey, pay them tolls now. Pay that toll. I saw that bill.
Yeah, I finally got one. Yeah, I saw Joe was in here. You know, Joe's going to have to split that with me.
Well, he looked like he went to grab some coffee, so he's not.
Nah, I'm joking with him anyway. So I think we've been going about 3 or 4 years, and this is the first one I've gotten. So that's pretty good.
How much was it?
I made Art sound good. That's exactly right. I cannot sing. I know that. So that's why I like
How much was
Johnny's. 30 something dollars, I think. But I also got a late fee now too. So I think they added $10 onto that.
So what happened, Scott? What happened?
It's just toll. You take the turnpike, and you have to. No, if you're in the turnpike, you got to pay a toll. They do it by. They used to have little places where you had to stop and pay, and man, now it's just you just drive, and they take a photo of your license plate and then mail it to you. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to stop.
But
That's for them $10 late fees.
Well, I don't know why, because the post office just stinks, and you don't get your mail in time, and so I just got it, and it said it was due last month, and I just got it
up because I was having a problem with my SunPass.
That
New York is supposed to accept SunPass, and it hasn't been accepting it.
That was Photo Leo's fault there.
I think what it is they get enough revenue off of Disney because everybody's going into Orlando, and so I think they make sure all that works. But the turnpike that we do is kind of just going straight through, and I guess they don't monitor it as much, and we just hadn't been getting tickets. I guess I don't know. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, no lie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I just saw Randy just asked if I got a package from him, and I actually did, and I hadn't had time to do anything about it, but yes, I did. Thank you, Randy.
Cheryl received the package from Johnny, and she was so happy yesterday with the roses, Johnny. Really?
Oh yeah, good deal.
Yep.
All right, well, I got to get back to work.
All right,
Jack,
Scott.
You can hear us in the background.
Mrs. Rabbit, she's cracking a whip.
Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Rabbit.
Happy Mother's
All right,
Day.
we'll see y'all later.
She's in the background snapping the belt.
In 5 minutes.
All she had to do was look at it, the honey badger.
Captain
Yeah,
Joe,
tapping her heels.
Captain Joe, you heard anything?
Only thing I heard was it's taking a little bit of time because we're analyzing everything.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
It's going to be interesting. See what they do.
They'll
Well,
take
like
care
I
of
said, I pulled the air data flight records, And I was talking to Dre and I were talking, and I said, yeah, it's not showing me any abnormal things. Just with actually, it just said that the gimbal flip. That's all it said. So then I realized you can press another button in there called HD for high data. It's like high definition look. And you go dig in there, and it goes line by line. And the last three lines was that it was 4 feet away from me at 0.5 miles an hour descending. And then it went from 0.5 miles an hour to 2.1, 2.2, and it started coming straight forward.
Right.
Wow.
So
Well, I say you're going to get a new drone.
Well, the bottom line, even if I happen to touch that stick, like I said, and that was the 205th flight. I was wrong. And my 749th flight. So if it would have, if I would have touched that stick and pushed it forward, it still should not have come straight at me.
Right. In city mode. And yeah.
Right. And then the next day I went out with the Air 2S and I set it up the same scenario. And I moved to the side of the car and brought it in the back. And I said, I'm getting PTSD from this. I'm going to have to let them know. But it started getting close to the car like that and it started doing its beeping. So I said, well, let me inch it forward. And I started pushing it forward and all it did was go straight up.
Yeah, to avoid, yeah.
It went straight up.
Excuse me.
Yeah, with the obstacle avoidance. Yeah.
So there was a screw up there.
Yeah.
Light up my world.
This little light works really good for the Neo. Not only that, it gives
Right.
us some weight.
Oh, yeah, I got to get one of them. Yeah. You get that on Amazon, Johnny?
Huh?
Where'd you get that light? Amazon?
No, Start RC.
Oh, okay.
What does it do? Clip? The clip shiner?
Just clips
It
right on
clips
it.
right on it.
Wow. Dang.
I mean, of course, you
Right.
have to fly with the light, but I'll tell you what it does. It gives us some weight, and it responds a lot better. I mean, it turns, and it just it gives it a little weight at the bottom. Yeah.
And you don't even have to turn it on; it'll fly better. Even
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you don't have to.
Well, what that's good for is the problem the Neo has is indoors. The stupid sensors aren't that great, and it gets a little bit dark in the room, and then the Neo goes nuts. It goes to Addy mode at the drop of a hat. That's one of the negative things about the Neo. Post a link in the chat, Johnny. You got the link for that from Amazon link? Or no?
Yeah.
Didn't Sky give you a link?
Yeah, I got one I'll give away too.
Send it to me.
Yeah.
I win.
I gotta rig it. I gotta rig it so I win it.
Hashtag.
Hashtag rigged.
What's the name? Jeremy had that out there that morning.
Yeah.
And not
All
only
the weight is right there.
Yeah,
It's right there in the middle.
Yeah.
And it's only 21 grams, and it brings up to like 174. But the
And you still
difference
don't
in the
have to
way the
register
Neo
it.
flies, it doesn't drift as much. It's heavier, so it's heavy enough that it flies better.
A little more responsive, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have to buy a Neo now just to try that out.
No. Yeah, hit me with the link for that because I'll buy it from Amazon just to fly indoors. That my biggest, the thing with the Neo, I like flying it indoors and it likes to get a little squirrely when it gets just a little bit dark because the sensors can't see.
Well, you know how it's in here. Like I said, every time I try to fly it in here, it just has a mind of its own.
It goes to Addy mode.
The other day. Yeah, I set it up the other day, turned it on, it picked it up, and it got off the ground, and it actually turned around and looked at me and said, "Bitch, I don't care what you got on the bottom. I'm going into the wall."
It said, "Bitch."
Wow.
So it didn't help. It didn't help.
Attitude. No, it helped a little bit, but it still went in Addy mode.
Oh, so never mind then.
See what Rob said there, Johnny?
Where was it at? Joe, where did it happen at?
Inside
In my house. It was, but I flew it over between the chairs and everything, so it probably picked up everything right there.
Yeah, because I flew it all through the house when I first got it yesterday, and it did good.
It's hit and miss. It's hit and miss because I've flown it around in here for like 3 batteries one day. It never went to Addy mode. Snapped the battery in it later on, turned it on, and it said Addy mode before anything happened.
Yeah.
So it's hit and miss. But outside now, if you use the goggles and the motion controller, I've got a couple of videos back to back out at Bugfly Park, And I actually, in the video, I said, I'm not saying I'm starting to like it now, but it's still a Neo. But if I would have not known the difference, I would have thought I was flying the Avata too.
Brad put
with
the
the way
link
it was
in the
feeling.
chat. Brad put the link in the chat. And
Yeah, I've already bought it. I'm looking at other stuff right now.
He said I already bought it.
It's the one under your name, Johnny? You had a link?
Well, Brad put it. I put it too. I'm not sure, but somebody said Lance said they had a 20% coupon.
15. I got 15 anyway.
Okay, yeah, that's good. It really does work. I mean, it's all really lit well in here, but I know when I get back toward the hall and the office back there, but it did good yesterday. I flew it. So I just put.
Oh, that's it.
I'm gonna buy it, and then
That's
I'll
like
have
a whole
Houston
kit, though,
buy
right?
the Neo.
You're talking about a kit, Johnny?
Oh, just a little white.
No,
Yeah, that's what I thought. That link is for a kit.
Oh, wow, there is a kit for like
$19 bucks.
Right there. And it just goes right on. Snaps in place.
It snaps in place. It's very easy. It's
it's just a little.
Like I said, it gives it.
Oh, okay, wraps up over the back. Yeah.
Snaps in place.
Did you see what Rob said, Johnny? He said if you take the diffuser off, it makes it brighter. He uses it for confined space trading.
Oh,
That's
really?
cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Oh, they do have a diffuser on it.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Joel,
cool.
how you doing?
That's pretty
If you
bright.
got
I tell
the
you what.
diffuser off, they think it's a alien drone or something.
Mm-hmm. Was that charged by USB-C?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I needed one more USB-C cord in his house. I mean, so they.
Right. Yeah. Man, got enough of them.
You won.
Yeah. I like it.
You're the winner.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing, Lance. I think, because I asked Jeremy that day when I saw it, I never seen one before. He said, "Yeah, what it does, it just gives it a little weight." I'm sure it might eat into your flight time, maybe a few seconds, but it's no big deal. Because it definitely seems like it flies a little better to me.
What is the flight time on that?
I don't know.
10, 11 minutes, something
I was
like
about to say 15
Yeah,
minutes.
I thought they said 13.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say 10 to 12 minutes probably.
So now you get 12.8.
Yeah.
that.
And this thing flies good with a motion controller, too?
Oh, yeah.
No. That's my preferred way of flying it, with the motion controller and the goggles.
Bob Casey says, "Happy birthday there, Mr. Lon. Happy 60th birthday."
Thanks,
Make sure
Bob.
launch of the baby.
Mike, welcome in. Copper State.
Well, Mike,
It's funny how they come up with, they sure come up with some gadgets for these drones, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Ray, have you flown it at all yet, or you haven't?
No, not yet. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
The fun part for me is then when I get, because of the way the Mavic 4 is coming out, I'll probably end up with another flipping RC2. You know what I mean? So I'll probably relegate that to the dang Neo kit because I'm getting that RC Pro too. I'm telling you right now. I don't care what.
How much is that, Lon? How much?
The RC Pro 2?
Yeah.
No one knows.
Don't know.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? I have no clue. For real. Nobody knows.
$1,400.
Yeah, if I was guessing, I'd say right in that zone. Well, no, it's probably a little bit cheaper. As you know, DJI, if we could get away from all these tariffs, DJI has really gone over and above to get their pricing down. You know what I mean?
They have.
So if I was guessing, it'd probably be sub $1,000.
Yeah,
If it
I was
wasn't
thinking,
for
I was
tariffs
thinking
and
a grand
everything.
11.
I think it's bigger and it's got more. I mean, only
1,200?
that, it's 2
The
inches
Pro 2?
bigger, I believe.
I know, but the pricing's gone down.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I agree.
Yeah.
Avata 2 was actually cheaper than the original Avata, or is
Maybe.
the same. And then the Air 3S was right in line with the Air 3, So.
Right.
Right. Well, the only reason I think that, we're having a mini argument about it, but the reason I think that is because when you got the RC2s coming in at like 300, you know what I mean? And the original smart controller was 600. And the RC2, for all its faults, is better than the smart
I
controller.
think the original smart controller was $750, wasn't it? I think I paid $600 on
maybe.
refurb.
It feels like I paid 600 when it first came out, but I don't remember. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But it was $600, $700, $800. Okay. And the RC2 is technically better than the smart controller in a lot of ways, other than it's missing HDMI and stuff like that. But so I don't know. I think if it wasn't for tariffs and whatnot, I think the RC Pro 2 would probably come in at around $1,000. That's just my opinion. I don't know anything though.
Yeah.
But we're guessing it's going to be about $1,400 the way things are, because RC Pro Plus is $1,600 and the RC Pro is $1,200. So we're trying to place it right in between the two at $1,400 at a guess.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be any lower than 1,400.
Yeah, but then again, here's the problem with that theory: all the pricing that's coming out of Europe places the Mavic 4 Pro Flymore combo at like $3,900, and then they're showing like 28, less than $3,000. Yeah, and then the Creator combo, which has the 512 gig drone and the variable ND filter, the electronic ND filter, and the RC Pro 2 for maybe $1,000 more, right? If you pull up the league pricing, it was only like $1,000 difference between the Flymore combo and the Creator combo, if I'm not mistaken. It's like $1,000 difference. And you get the Pro 2, the 512 gig drone, and the electronic ND for that money.
There you go, John. You can buy two.
It's good value, honestly.
Yeah, so that makes me think that the Pro 2 was only going to be like $1,000, because they're giving you almost $2,000 worth of shit.
And it's always better to buy that kit or the Flymore type, kit, because I know you save a little money in the beginning, but believe me, in the end, with extra batteries and all this other stuff, you're gonna end up spending more money.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. And the 200. Yeah. Sorry. Before I forget, and the 240 watt charger and the hub. You get the hub of the Flymore combo anyway, but you get the 240 watt charger as well. In the Creator combo, you don't get it in the Flymore combo. You don't get the super fast charger.
You get a bunch of stuff for that.
Yeah, and it's only $1,000 difference.
Does the Creator
based on the leaks?
Does the Creator combo come with the variable ND filter though?
Yes, the electronic ND. Yeah. Well, yes, and that's the theory as to why it's being delayed, because they're having some issues with the electronic ND filter.
Oh, so there are some
That's too bad,
issues.
man.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be like, just send me the Creator combo and then send me the electronic NDs when it's fixed or whatever. But
that's what I'm saying. I want the stupid RC Pro 2.
Yeah.
I could care less about anything else, I'll be honest with you.
So the RC Pro 2, what will that be the only drone it'll fly? Or will it fly like the Air 3S? You think? Yeah. No.
Okay.
Were you looking over? Who was over there? Was Frank over there? You're like, Frank, can I?
But it won't fly the Mavic 3.
No, it's a different protocol. Period. Now, who knows? Someday they might be able to, but it'll be another situation with the smart controller and the Air 2S or whatever, where it'll never work 100% right, and yada yada yada. And there's no real percentage in it for them, in my opinion.
Here's
a lot of effort.
Look, little Leone, here he is.
Little Leone.
Hey, that's some out of you. That's a Betty looking good drone right there. Yeah.
The Italian drone.
Yeah. That's the Pazula. Hey. That's some out of you.
This one's going to be Big Johnny. It's Big Johnny right here.
I put a new GPS. That one, I didn't like the way it looks. I printed another one. So
okay, yeah.
GPS, Johnny. What are you putting GPS on there for?
Oh no, I'm gonna put an air tag on it too, probably.
Good idea.
Air tags are good, Lon. Come on.
Okay, whatever.
I'm gonna do my first range test here probably week after next. Got a little bit of work out in Mason, Texas.
All right.
Look it up. Look it up. It's in the middle of Texas, and there ain't nothing around.
Nothing out there.
Wide open space.
Nothing around.
Nothing.
It's my boss's my boss and his friends hunting land out there, and we need to put a roof on. It's it's time for a roof on there again, and they're also building a barn, so we're gonna hang some metal R panel on the walls.
You know what's in the middle of Texas?
Nothing.
600 miles each way. That's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
This job's 5.5, 6 hours west of me, but it's out in the middle of nowhere. I think they're on. Looking at the map, it's got to be several hundred acres, at least 300-400 acres.
Oh wow.
And it's just desolate, It's Mason, Texas, but yeah, we're gonna. And my boss Chris, he was telling me there's a nice spot where you can go up on it's hill country out there. He said we can go up on a hill and you can see as far as your eyes will let you. So
Wow.
I'm gonna put the 360 camera. I had it on top of my Air 3. I was gonna test that out. Oh, my Air 3. But as soon as I turned the camera on, satellites went to 0 because it's right on top of the
Yeah.
GPS.
I was
So
going to warn you
I
about
put it
that.
on the
I
bottom.
forgot.
Yeah, I put it on the bottom, and I didn't take off with it or nothing yet, but I did put it on the bottom, and that didn't affect the satellite, so I'll do it like that. But then I got a hand launch and hand catch, which is no biggie. It's 360 camera hanging off the bottom like a handle.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, looking forward to doing that week after next, and that'll be fun. Go out there for 2-3 days and bring all my goodies.
Good.
And then, like Jenna was saying last week, when Jenna and Barkley were there, said I guess you can upload. I think it was after the show, but like you can go in and upload, 360 footage, and it's like and you do it in interactive. That way, the viewer can look around at what they want to look at. Spin the phone or do the finger or whatever. So yeah, I think I'll do it that way instead of a lot of keyframing because I'm gonna try to send it out. Do a range test, put it out of the way. I'll have my VOs way down, several VOs.
Oh, absolutely.
Way out there in the country, and just checking over.
Your crack team of
Making sure I'm good. Yeah.
Crack team. Though with very loud voices because you have to be in verbal communication with them. You can't. It's unaided verbal communication.
Yeah, I got.
They can't be
I'm
on
still
the
young.
phone.
I got good
You
ears.
can't be on the radio. You got to be verbal communication.
I can hear. Yeah, I can hear him 6 miles down. I can hear him still.
Save all your toilet paper rolls and you can talk through them. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little Dixie cup with a
Dixie
5-mile
cups and
string.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what
Watch
I would
out for that tree.
Look.
7 minutes later, watch out for that tree. Oh,
I
thank
got
you.
a little over 6 miles on Air 3. Yeah, range test over water. There you go. And he had some visual observers in boats, of course.
He did. One of them was Stu. Stu was piloting the craft.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah, Stu got a new job.
Yeah. Way to put Stu to work there, Randy.
He got 2 captains right here, Captain Joe and Captain Ray. So they were in their boats,
Oh, the guy did a range test, and they're just saying Stu got a new job. Yeah, we are talking about Mike.
Get you in trouble.
Yeah. Well, Stu is an expert pilot.
Good to see
He
Stu
is.
back at it, doing what he does best.
111, David. He's 4 steps ahead of me. Part 111, pal. 111, baby.
I mentioned that in the video. Yeah, I wasn't going to. Yeah. You know what? I don't know. Under the right circumstances, you're not hurting nobody. I know I went over the lake. I don't know what y'all got about almost 20,000 feet. Somebody kept yelling at me to bring the drone back, but I probably could have went.
I wonder who that was.
Then you came back and landed with what'd you say, 60% battery?
Yeah, it had a lot. Yeah, it was
Yeah, he did.
Crazy.
that was the Air 3S.
Well, I tell you what. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I thought he was a wimp because he stopped at 20,000 feet. What are you talking about?
I tell you what, there's certain people, I won't mention any names, but they bring the drone in screaming every time. Beep, 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 beep. I'm like, Jesus Christ. 2, 3, 4%. I'm just like, holy crap, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. No way. Every single time. Every once in a while, maybe I'll
I've done
bring
it on
it in.
accident, yeah, and it's like
Yeah,
beeping.
beeping.
Man. You're like,
But
oh,
every single time, just wheeling in, it's 2, 3, 5, 6%. I'm just like, Jesus.
yeah.
And this ain't no thing, you know what I mean?
I brought my goggles
Like,
down to 0% unintentionally before, and they didn't shut off. They were still on. It said 0% goggle battery.
Oh wow.
I
yeah.
was like, oh, probably time to charge these.
Yeah, it might be.
Lon, what broke me of that was I was flying with Johnny about maybe a year and a half ago at Mandeville Harbor with the Air 2S, and I was down to about 22%, and I brought it down and I said, "Let me do a droney real quick." So I had it starting to do the droney, and that sucker backed up and got way over water. It said emergency landing. I said, "Oh hell no!" As soon as it got over water, it wanted to land. I said, "Oh hell no! Come back here."
Yeah, the SDV drone stopped me from that crap. I was over water just like you, and I had to land it on a bridge. I got lucky and managed to get it to land on a bridge. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, that's enough for me.
Yep.
You get up there, you don't realize there's a wind against you. You know, when you flew out, everything seemed fine, and you're trying to come back, and there happens to be a wind.
Ronnie landed on a boat. 0%.
0%. Yeah, that's
Yep. Yep. I was 0% too, man. That thing was ream. It was emergency landing, and I managed to get it to maneuver because sometimes they don't even like to let you maneuver them when they're coming down for emergency landing.
Yep.
And I got it to move over 300 or 400 feet so I could get it on this bridge because it was going down in the river, baby.
Yeah, you were lucky there.
Didn't Russ at 51 drones lose his on a boat? I think it was Russ. Wasn't it Russ?
Yes.
Could have been.
I think
so. I almost did. The one and only time I flew from a boat. Never again. You learn your lesson.
I dropped my Air 2 in the water, taking off from a boat.
Yeah.
Took off a
I
little
landed
table.
a drone on a dock
Boat
taking off from a boat.
Yep.
Well, yeah, at a dock, I've done that one. Tied up.
Yeah,
at the dock.
I've been on a boat and like, nope. Took it over to the dock. When it landed it on the dock, I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Boats do one of these. I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and take it over to the dock.
I did it one time from a kayak too. One time, luckily I did the hand catch, and I said never again.
Never again. Yeah.
You're gonna be getting your V copter before long, so you sell all your DJI drones.
Yeah, I already sold all my DJI drones just in anticipation of the V-Copter Mini.
You sold your Air 3S, right?
Yeah. I sold my Air 3S to Bill. So, yeah, it's so funny traveling without a drone. I was like, this is weird.
You don't have another drone as a backup line?
Nope. I got is a Neo. I thought the Neo just because, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have no mainline drones, not even a Mini or whatever.
When did you sell your 3 Pro?
The Mavic.
Didn't you have the Mavic?
I had the Mavic 3. I didn't have the Pro. I had the Mavic 3.
Okay.
I sold that a while ago before I bought the Air 3S.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, I'm not a collector, man. I'm a flyer. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to have the most drones. I'm trying to have the best drone. You know what I mean? So
somebody wants my Air 2S, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Good drone.
Good drone.
I hated to sell mine a few years back.
Joe's got you. Oh, you got the Air 3, right?
Air 3. Mm-hmm.
Air 3, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good for at least 5 years.
I had to sell my Autel, but it just wasn't flying.
Yeah.
I missed the camera. I missed the camera. I mean, the camera was great, but you miss not having the remote control, having to use your phone all the time.
Yeah,
it spoils you.
They kept saying they were going to come out with a controller, and then they never did. And I mean,
they came out with a controller, all right. They just never made it work for. Well, yeah, it was nice too.
They came out with 2. One that worked for the Evo.
You're right, John.
Evo
yep, they did.
Version 1, and they only made 50 of them or whatever, and that's what I had, and didn't get it.
I mean, if it had worked with the Neo, the little Neo, and a Light Plus, I mean, I'd have kept both of those drones as far as they were both pretty decent.
Yeah.
No, they had a new controller they came out with for the Max, right? Wasn't it? It was like a flat. It looked like it was almost like a tablet with sticks on it. I mean, it was nice. It was really nice, and we saw it at the commercial NAB, I believe it was. And man, I tell you what, it was stupid nice, but they never made it work for anything prior. It only worked for like the Max, I think it was,
Yeah.
which was too bad because it was a nice. I give him credit, man. It was a super nice controller, 7-inch screen. You know, it looked like it was a Samsung phone planted in the middle of a tablet, in the middle of a controller. Basically, is what it looked like.
Was that the one that Dobo gave away? That with the
No, I think that was because they had the version 1 and version 2 of their Pro controller, right?
Right.
And then this one was actually a different controller.
That was
It was I forget what they called it because it was nicer than their original Pro controller. The original Pro controllers had what 5-inch screens in them or whatever. I forget.
I can't
No, but
remember.
I can't remember either. But regardless, it was a damn nice controller.
Once you get used to flying with that any type of screen like that, you kind of like, man, the phone is.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could
When you
fly
have
with
a
tablet.
choice,
A lot of
when you have a
people-
choice
Ray uses
between-
his tablet. Well, he did. I mean, before you. But
Right.
Ray, you for the Mavic for the Mini 3, no, for the Mavic 3 Pro, do you have you just have you use your phone?
The phone on the
Oh,
Mavic 3 Pro.
Yeah.
No, they sent a new RC with it.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay,
Yeah. Mhm.
it was RC2 though, right?
One.
RC1. Yes.
RC1.
Yes. Yeah, and that was good. I was so glad to get that too. Really.
Yeah, for $1,500, you got the Mavic 3 Pro plus with an RC1.
Yes.
That's a smoking
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, for $1,500, that makes the deal even just that much more sweeter.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Nick picked one up in the chat, and Ray. That was only 2 people I know that got those. Of course, I'm sure a lot of people did. I'm not sure how many they had, but
Yeah, Nick got it. Thank God for Nick. He mentioned it.
Dustin, welcome in. Michael Blay. Yeah, Michael said if he's not going to fly, he's not going to own it. Well,
How you doing, Dustin?
Dustin. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this. It's Mother's Day, and I need to go out to the mausoleum out here and get everything looking good. Had a lot of people yesterday stopping by, and I'm sure it'll be. We actually have a funeral today, so which is very unusual on a Sunday, but we do.
Yeah, on Mother's Day too.
Yeah. Well, Joe, he's a pastor that the guy, the pastor of that Robert Church right there, that big, I think it's Cross Gate or something.
Right.
Yeah, so he, I know he was in hospice, a couple weeks ago, and he did pass, but they are burying him today. Yeah, so it's kind of unusual. It's not nothing, but yeah, get that, and then of course everybody have a great day. And Ray, of course, we got no Fly for Fun show this week, and Ray, who you got Thursday on your show?
This is a sign of age one. You got to look it up.
Oh, that's all right. Look it up.
Oh man, let's see here. I think Deneen Pagan.
Oh, good.
Dean. Oh, okay, good deal. Yeah.
Yep.
Joe, get out there and fly today. And John, I know John. Hey, maybe tonight, not doing nothing, might get in the sim. Y'all
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
to.
Let me know.
Yeah, Lance, if you're in here and watching, get in the sim. You need some practice, sir.
We all do.
What are you trying to say?
No, I'm trying to say he needs practice. He's trying to understand it, and we
Yeah,
were
he
helping him
got
the other day in the sim.
I'm just kidding.
Hey,
Trying to say he's
Thursday.
so at it. No, I'm kidding, Lance.
He looked pretty good the other night, though.
he did. Yeah.
He's got a good start.
Hey, Lon, you like my new shirt, by the way?
Oh, Army? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was wondering about that, but I let you slide. I was like, okay.
Yeah, Josh.
You
You're in
to
the
be more
Marines or
manly.
the
I
Army?
can
You were
understand.
in the Army. The Marines.
I
or
was in the Army. I was
Yeah,
in the
that's what I
Army.
thought.
Yeah. You were in the Navy, weren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I was in the Army.
Them's fight words. Them's fight
Oh.
words.
The fighting words.
Yeah. All right,
Put a
guys.
little on all that.
Great day. Get out there and spend
Right
time
against
with
you.
your mother, and hey, wish a happy Mother's Day. All right.
Happy
Have a
Mother's
good one.
Day.
Bye-bye.